Welcome back to Catch Up Place, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Law, and joining us today is a very exciting bantamweight making his one championship debut at One Fight Night 28 on February 7th at the iconic Lumpini Stadium. He is Diego Paez. Diego, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. So you're making your debut for a major combat sports promotion. How does it feel to know you're just a week and change away from stepping into Lumpini?
Oh man, it feels very exciting. It feels surreal. It feels like destiny.
So that's interesting. Destiny. Have you always thought I'm going to fight there one day?
Absolutely. I'm knowing it in my heart.
There you go. Hey, that's the belief. Belief is step number one. So it's always a nice thing to have. Now you have a rather large following on Instagram. A lot of followers. We'll talk about that here in a second. But to introduce you to the one audience, just give us a quick rundown where you're from and how you got into combat sports.
Awesome. So I'm from California. So I was raised in the States. I have most of my family out in Colombia. So my blood hails from Colombia. But like I said, I was raised in the States. And I grew up in a household full of boys. So being the youngest has always made me super competitive, ranging from skateboarding to football. Then once I found martial arts, I found my home.
Diego, well, what about Muay Thai brought you in? You just, a lot of limbs, you didn't go to karate. You were just like, nah, all that. No, we're not doing all that. I'm going to hit someone with elbows.
No, absolutely. It's honestly the elbows and knees that really changed the game for me. Having the options of 8 weapons is truly something beautifully dangerous. Beautiful violence. So I love it. I love everything about it.
A beautiful violence is the best way to as someone that trains as well, obviously not to that level, but that's a beautiful way to put it. So it's been a minute since you had your last fight. It looks like you were dealing with a hip issue. I'm sure not a pleasant thing to live with for 4 years. When I saw your post about, finally having that surgery, I was like, thank God. Like that can't be something good for anybody, but definitely not for a pro fighter. So has it been a pretty big difference between, before surgery to now?
Oh, a huge difference, man. A huge difference in so many ways, I used to train in pain and just fucking have to deal with it. And it kind of took my heart and my love away from the sport. Not that anything against the sport, but it just made me really think, damn, I'm only 20 something and I'm dealing with this right now. But I finally took action. I got the surgery, and the off time in the surgery was also another battle, but something really positive came from it because I grew immensely outside of the ring, and that made me a better fighter, better human. So
there you go. How was the rehab? Was it pretty rough? I mean, I'm assuming it was. Surgery is always crazy.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It felt like because I injured it, and then I did a lot of things to rehab it, and I tried working around it as best as I could, and I got to a good point where it was doable. I was able to win a world title with it, but after that, I told myself, I was like, you know what, like as well as this went, if I'm gonna continue this, I gotta be pain free if I'm gonna do it. So the surgery.
Absolutely. There you go. Are you going to be looking to make up for lost time? It's been a while, so get as many as you can, as fast as you can, or are you going to be more calculated?
Definitely I want to make up for the lost time, absolutely, but I need to listen to my body. So as long as my body allows me, absolutely, I'll be ready.
There you go. You have a team around you, I'm sure that keeps an eye on you and everything. Do you find yourself being like in I guess not a bad, but not a good way either, like your worst enemy when it comes to like, hey man, I know it hurts, but I can push. You find yourself like having to like have people tell you like, hey Diego, chill
out. Yes, that's always been my problem. I mean, not so much the injury, but yeah, like taking care of the body, not overtraining, and that's something as to what caused the injury to begin with. Just always training through the pain, and not really taking the time to sit back and analyze what's going on and what I can do to fix it.
There you go. You actually built a big following on Instagram. You've done really well with content creation. Is that something that came naturally? Did you have to work on it?
Both. It came naturally, as I always like to post my training, like to post like instructional videos, and then I worked on it a ton. Thankfully my coach has always looked out for me, and he told me when I first met him that the sport isn't too rewarding financially. As you know, most fighters don't make too much, especially on the rise. So you got to make money everywhere that you can, and having a big following is very beneficial, not only for promoting yourself, but promotions want to sign you, people want to work with you, people want to sponsor you, etc. The list goes on.
There you go. You post a lot of technique videos, man, a lot of coaching stuff, and doing the seminars and all that. Like it seems like you made the most of your time away, right? Just doing stuff like that, and even your follower count kept going up.
Absolutely, yes, yes. I made the best of the situation that I was in, and I'm thankful for that.
There you go. Is coaching help improve your game? Like, do you like coaching, or is it something that you have to like kind of work at to like, I guess, to grow to love? I guess.
Oh, I love coaching, man. I really love it. That's like something I hold close to my heart, and it has made me such a better fighter. Being on the other end of the pads is a game changer because
Yeah.
one thing being a fighter, and then when you flip the script, it's like, oh, whoa, you know what? I need to practice what I preach a little more often. So it has helped me immensely, and also I love being able to show my students and that I'm actually teaching them things that I use at the highest level. Because nowadays there's a lot of people on social media that make complete livings off it, but they've never actually been a fighter. And I know you can be a great coach without having to be a fighter, but there's certain aspects of it that honestly, me being a fighter and you're in my corner telling me to do something and you don't know what it feels like to be in the ring with someone trying to kill you, it's hard to trust you, you know? So I think that's a big part of something I hold close to me and I'm very proud of.
There you go. Now, the star of your social media, man, it might be your boy, because I mean, he moves so well for as young as he is. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he moves so smoothly, which is honestly, for the funny thing part is that's like the comment that dominates all your videos is smooth, right? But when it comes to him, he's so smooth. He seems like he has a solid grasp on it. When did you start training
Oh man, I started training him when he was in the womb.
him?
Literally since day one, man. He's seen it all. He's seen the whole rise, and I used to hold pads for his mom when he was in her belly, and it's funny, like his ultrasound photo, his hands are all up and everything. I knew it was destiny when I saw that. I was like, oh damn. But yeah, I had him. He was a gym baby. You know, he's been with me the whole rise from my whole amateur career to my pro career. Watching all my sessions, seeing me, you know, go through the ringer, seeing me win, seeing me lose. So it's been a really good journey thus far.
Yeah, and he seems to enjoy it. Did you have to push him to try it or get into it, or he was just like, I'm all in?
No, I have to push him away sometimes. My son loves training, man. He wants to fight so bad, but honestly, I'm not a big supporter of kids getting in there and taking all the head damage. Me being a fighter myself, you know, I take that very seriously, and so I want him to grow and to mature a little bit more before we get in the ring. But he definitely wants it. He has the passion for it, and he's gifted for sure. He got it down from a really young age.
There you go. You think he'll ever come up to you like, hey, Dad, I want to fight. What's up? You know,
Yeah,
you think he'll ever do that?
absolutely. I got him in wrestling right now to build his foundation, and he wants to compete in Muay Thai. I told him you gotta show me how you handle yourself in these wrestling tournaments because wrestling is a tough sport, as you know. But I don't have to worry about him taking head trauma and head damage. So I think it's very important for him to build from there, and we'll emulate that into our Muay Thai.
There you go. That's funny because I have a 4-year-old and he sees me train and everything, and he's always like, hey, I want to do it, and I'm like, no, go to jiu-jitsu class, go chill, go over there for a little bit. You know what I mean? Because mom will kill me if I let him. Anyway, so that's amazing to have your son in there with you and everything. But honestly, one of my favorite pictures that you posted is you like leaning outside of the ring, like kind of reaching to when he was a baby. Dude, that as a father is like the coolest thing to see, man.
Man, that's my favorite moment in life to this
Yeah.
other than the day he was born. Like I have that hung up right above my bed, so I get to look at it every single day and relive that moment. But yeah, that was something very special.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful to see, man. I love it, dude. I love it. All right, let's talk about the meat. Actually, no, real quick, because I couldn't find it. What gym do you train out of?
I train at a classic fight team in Fountain Valley, but I also have a boxing coach in Santa Ana, so I train at Raw Talent as well. But my main gym is Classic Fight Team. It's my home.
There you go. And I saw you got a little bit of training in there with Andre Feely, TJ Dillashaw shot you out, and all that kind of stuff. Are you in with the MMA guys a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. You know, my coach is he's great at what he does. He's got a lot of world champions, ranging from MMA to kickboxing to Muay Thai. So thankfully, I've been surrounded by just killers my whole career, and a lot of them happen to be in the MMA scene. So I've been able to learn from them and vice versa.
There you go. All right, meat and potato time, man. Your matchup at One Fight Night 28 is against someone pretty familiar to you, Sean Climaco. You guys had a hell of a fight at Lion Fight 61 a few years ago where you two fought to a draw. It's been a minute now. Clearly you improved. Just going off the training videos and everything. Obviously I've not been in there too much, but he's already had 2 fights and 1 championship. Have you watched those fights, and how much has he improved, in your eyes since you two fought?
Yeah, I have watched those fights. Sean is a game opponent. He's a seek and destroy fighter. He likes to come forward, and he has been very active since the last time we fought. I could only imagine he may have gotten a higher IQ and learned something from those, but nothing too drastic that I see has changed. And I'm ready to go out there, and show my skills and expose his weaknesses.
There you go. Now you had a badass spinning back elbow, dude, that landed and on the dome and dropped him after he like rushed you, and you just beautifully set it up, boom, and he dropped him. Are you expecting a firefight this time around as well?
Oh, I'm preparing for a firefight, but I'm expecting him to be a little more calculated with his pressure. But like I said, I'll be ready for whatever comes my way. It's been a really good training camp.
There you go. All right. So what are your goals on 1 championship? You're making your debut now. What do you want it to look like here? Let's say, everyone says, what's your 5-year plan? Let's just say like 3 years.
Oh, I want to hold that gold, man. I want to hold that gold. I want to represent the USA. I want to blow up. I want to blow up the USA Muay Thai scene, the West Coast out here, and represent well.
There you go. Any matches you like with anybody in particular on the roster?
Whoever the champion is.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm not a big. I don't study and watch like fighters back and back and follow what they do. I'm more focused on what I'm doing. So whoever the champion is at the time that they give me the opportunity, that's who I want to fight.
Hey, Chachi, if you're watching, man, we got a gamer. He wants the gold. Give him a push, bro. All right. Who's your dream matchup? Like in any sport, in combat sport actually, but in any combat sport.
Definitely Muay Thai. Maybe Rodtang. Rodtang is very respected, and for sure that'd be awesome.
There you go. On a day off, you have no training, you're not coaching that day, you got no work, nothing. Where would people find Diego on his free time?
That's a tough one, man, because my life is devoted to the sport. If I'm not training, I'm coaching. If I'm not coaching, I'm fathering, and so probably somewhere with my loved ones, spending quality time, cooking, watching my son wrestle, or spending time with friends or loved ones.
There you go. What profession would you like to try besides your
own? Profession?
Yeah.
I'd definitely like to be a business owner and open up my own gym at some point. So that's something that I've always had my eyes on. And also being a digital age now, I would like to have my own business online as well. Like teaching people how to strike and teaching fathers how to teach their children how to do what I did with my son.
That reminds me of something. One of my favorite video clips you posted, and it's as I told you, what other fathers do, and then what you do with yours, right? And it had like 1 million likes on it. It got crazy million views and all that. But I thought that was great, honestly. I think that's like a way to like forward your children, especially the young boys and everything too.
Yeah,
that was dope.
And people are doing some crazy things out there, so it's nice to see some traditional values out there.
There you go. All right. Who's your favorite athlete outside of combat sports?
I've been in sports my whole life. I love sports, but I've never been a fan of like watching too many sports. But if I had to choose one, it'd be Kobe Bryant. Mainly because the legacy he left, the impact that he left on this world, and how many people are not only motivated but like hurt when he left. It's like it's crazy to see like the impact, and it's like it's really cool. It's really inspiring.
There you go. All right. Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. Mamba, dude. Man, that was the other day, man. That was it's always a somber day, but yeah. All right. At 1 fight 28, February 7th against Sean Climaco in your debut, what can fans expect to see from Diego?
Expect to see a good show. I've never had a boring fight. I always go out there. I always perform. I always have moments in the fight where it's like boom. So expect the unexpected.
There you go. It's Diego Paez, ladies and gentlemen. Follow him on Instagram at Diego_Paez. And do not miss his fight at 1 fight 28 on February 7th. Lupini Stadium, live on Amazon Prime Video. Diego, thanks for the time, man. Enjoy Bangkok.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Later.
All right. Thanks, dude. You have a good one.
Of course, man. You too.